Some of the members are too young. The name Baby Monster is actually terrible. They might very well just yeet some of the members out of the group before debut. What on Hype's planet is actually going on? Hi, welcome. My name is Angelina and I'm the CEO of YG Entertainment. We are in no way affiliated with YG Entertainment, please don't sue. But we're the home of artists such as JY Park and K Idol and 22 who are all unfortunately in the dungeon. We can't even find Markley Spears. That was a very old reference. I don't think anyone's gonna get it. Sadly digressing. But essentially, this is a fun little series where I offer my free unsolicited advice to companies on how I would manage their groups. Now, everyone and their mother has been begging me to talk about Baby Monster, and I'm just like, there's nothing to talk about. There's literally nothing to talk. I don't know what you want me to say. They've been releasing videos, like performances. I'm not impressed. Not in a bad way. It's just I have a very difficult attention span and I find it very difficult to want to be interested in these pre-debut activities. I just want the group to debut and then I'll make a decision if I like them or not. But like, it literally means nothing to me to see vocal covers, I don't know them. And I guess that's the point, is to get to know them. But like, do you know what I mean? Some of you agreed with me the last time I expressed these sentiments, but like, I don't care in a loving way, of course. You know, I'm just personally not the type to drop everything, drop all my money on pre-debut stuff. That doesn't make sense. That's not what I meant. Though I meant it in give me a second, please. For example, groups like NMIXX and aespa, like way before they debuted, people were already supporting them and super fans of them, even going as far as buying NMIXX's album before they debuted. I don't see the point in that. I just have very little interest in pre-debut activities, whether it's KQ's new boy group or YG's new girl group. I don't care and I don't understand. It's hard to be a hater at my core. Teach me your ways, because everybody is so excited and I don't see it. I'll be excited when they debut, but where are you getting all this energy for fucking black and white videos? I don't get it. Potential scandal aside, I've been canceled for way less. So the point of this video was supposed to be how I would manage Baby Monster. So if you didn't know, the first episode was on the Seraphim and then the second episode was on NMIXX, which I feel like someone at JYP watched my video because they're literally following my advice to a T, and I don't know how 18 Hearts are going to handle that. But given the fact that Baby Monster haven't even debuted yet, I guess this video was less how I would manage Baby Monster. And did I say NMIXX or Baby Fuck. But given the fact that NMIXX didn't even debut yet, these videos are mostly hypotheticals anyways, so I thought we could keep the original, energy vibe of how I would manage series while adding in predictions and general discussion about the group. Because recently it seems YG's gonna throw some of the members out. I don't think it's true, but we'll discuss that later. So if that interests you, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. So here's a tiny introduction to Baby Monster as we know them right now, with the understanding that there may or may not be a lineup change. Now, I do think there will be a lineup change, just not in the way you think. But I digress. As of right now, we have 7 members that are introduced, 3 Korean members, Haram, Ahyeon, and Rora. We then have 2 members from Thailand, Chiquita and Farita, as well as 2 members from Japan, so Asa and Ruka. So this makes up 7 members, which originally I thought was so fun and refreshing because, there's only so many times that YG can just copy and paste their groups. I'm already in hot water. It's fine. I don't even care. Blinks will get so mad when anyone makes any reference to 21, as if YG himself didn't say he wanted to make a pretty version of 21. You guys actually need to get a grip, because I don't pull these comparisons out of my ass. YG is the one who made problematic statements about the groups and then just sat back and watched everyone fight about it. And that's what YG wanted, you little shits, and I don't know why you continue to entertain it to this day. But I digress. This isn't about bringing up past traumas with YG Entertainment and their girl groups, though I did feel it important to mention that if they are a 7-member girl group, it does make a nice little change, because since 2009 we've had nothing but 4-member girl groups. But anyways, as of right now, they have social media accounts up and running, but what we don't know is what their concept is going to be, as well as the final lineup and the debut date. Oh my god, we don't have a debut date, though a lot of people think it's going to be really soon. I was hoping, I don't know, do you really think it's gonna be, did they really say it's gonna happen in 2023? I feel like YG lies a lot. It could be end of 2023 and they'll be like, oh JK, we have to postpone it. They've done that quite a few times before and we all just had to sit back and accept it. But who knows, maybe they will debut in 2023. But concept-wise, as of right now, it just feels very black and white, which I think could be on purpose to kind of give us a blank slate for when they do eventually show us what their concept is going to be, and it's going to be very wow. But right now, because everything is black and white, it's reminding me of LE SSERAFIM's Fearless. Just like generic crush. I love LE SSERAFIM. You will not catch me listening to Fearless. So that's what I'm envisioning right now. And I'm scared that might be the concept that they're going for. But that's the thing. I feel like it could be either or. It could be either a very low key, almost borderline boring concept, or totally out of this world out there, super colorful, very, teen crush in nature. And this is because I feel like Blackpink get a lot, maybe not they get a lot of slack for it, but a lot of people say that they popularized girl crush. Now we all know girl crush existed beforehand. It's going to exist after them. But we're always good. people are always blaming Blackpink like it's their fault. I mean, you can try convincing me in the comments. I feel like it was more or less popular before them, but I don't know. Give me statistics or something. But people say Blackpink popularized girl crush, and now it's oversaturated, which is why we see refreshing concepts such as new jeans. And I guess LE SSERAFIM and IVE are not really doing girl crush, though I don't know that we have like official words to describe what their concepts are. Because they're certainly not doing cute concepts and or teen crush concepts, which I would say were the major three concepts that we would see, either cute, teen crush, or girl crush, which I guess kind of is in the same category, or sexy concepts, which I feel like are eradicated as of now. So maybe we need a new word for what their concepts are. Neo girl crush? I don't know. This wasn't the point of the video. This is too much pressure on me. But anyway, since we're allegedly straying away from a 4-member girl group, I wonder if we would also be straying away from girl crush, because people have been long complaining that it's oversaturated, yet it is a YG exclusive, shall we say? Like, YG is known for this. 21, Blackpink. There are only 2 recent girl groups in like the last 15 years. Like, it's YG's style, right? Would YG really stray away from what they're most known for? That is the question. Because I really do think with the debut of new jeans and how popular they are, with how much they are killing it, literally killing it, I do think a lot of companies are absolutely going to start following suit. And I mean, we could argue that YG kind of like started out with a kind of R&B early 2000s concept, Forever With You, Big Bang and Boom in her pre-debut era, right? Like, we could argue it was always part of their concept, but it might be a little too obvious for them to debut with a new jeans concept, right? It would be straight up plagiarism. I would not accept that from YG. I don't think YG would accept that from YG. It would just be too obvious that they're trying to follow trends, and that's not YG's style. Though Treasure is their new boy group, and I feel like they don't super stand out amongst their crowd, but I also don't like super follow them either, so don't crucify me. With all that being said, I'm not too sure where that leaves us concept wise. What is Baby Monster's concept going to be? Because they have a weird fucking name, Baby Monster. We'll get into that later. But with a name like Baby Monster, like, what should we expect? I'm thinking it's going to be teen crush. And given the fact that everyone is straying away from girl crush and girl crush adjacent concepts, it would actually make them stand out if they went for a more teen crush thing, right? Because everyone else has already moved on from it. It might leave them feeling a little bit outdated, but it could also help them stand out quite a bit. Mixing a teen crush concept with maybe more stereotypically second-gen styling, like if we think 21 Fire. If we try to bring that era back instead of early 2000s. So it's still retro, we're still following these retro trends, but doing it in a more YG way, even though they've done R&B before. Though if we do end up ripping off new jeans, I'm sure we would do such a great job at having fans gaslight everyone into thinking that we started this whole movement, which will work in our favor because a lot of people will give us the credit for it, and all the little fans can fight about it and we don't have to care. Didn't that happen with like Weki Meki? People were like, they invented teen crush, and then ITZY came along and people were like, ITZY invented teen crush, and then everybody was like fighting about it, even though I feel like FX invented teen crush. It can kind of be like that, like actually none of them even invented it, but we could just sit by while everybody fights about it. Do you know what I mean? Moving on to another prediction, shall we say, or another discussion. I don't know if it's necessarily a prediction, though I pray every single night that this will be the case. So the name Baby Monster, Listen, if we're going to kick some members out pre-debut, I think it's only fitting that we ditch the name too. One of my predictions is that we're ditching the name Baby Monster. Baby Monster is the cute little pre-debut name, right? Because Baby Monster, honestly, it's giving me Rap Monster vibes. You know, it was cute for a moment, but we need to move on and have fans bully everyone into never mentioning it again. So my prediction is Baby Monster is going to just be the group's name pre-debut. Kind of like KQ Fellas is the pre-debut name for ATs, and then you have KQ Fellas 2 for the new KQ boy group. It's a pre-debut name. Nothing more than that. Is not going to be the official name of the group. So as CEO, that is going to be part of my statement when I mention that this isn't actually the name of the group. I'm glad you all pretended you liked it, but that's as far as it's going. Now, if I was CEO, I would say that, you know, we've always planned on this. We've always planned on an evolution, which fits into our YG lore, which doesn't actually exist. But we've just decided that it does now. We are shedding the youthful nature of the name to make room for the group to grow and for the fans to grow alongside them. I feel like I've just mashed up every company's statement and put them into one little ball here. I feel like I've heard those words so many times. The only issue is I'm not sure what the name could be instead. And this is where the video still maintains the how I would manage aspect, because I have ideas. So we can't use numbers and we can't use colors because, you know, 2NE1, Blackpink, I feel like, well, maybe numbers and colors. Oh my God. So we can't use numbers and we can't use colors. What if we used shapes? Pentagon. Fuck no. Oh my God. So Big Bang, the new evolution of the 21st century. Blackpink is the revolution. It's been in front of us this entire time. We need to look up evolution terms. I wrote these ideas down a long time ago. I'm looking at them. I'm like, what the fuck? The first one's literally adapt with the 7. This happens to do with evolution while I was looking up evolution glossary terms. But we can make up a story about how this means that the members need to change and improve. And that ties into the fact that we fucking ditched Baby Monster. And yes, I did put a number 7 because I want beef with BTS stans. Then we have archetype with a 1. The original form or body plan from which a group of organisms develop. We could add some lore into that. Doesn't need to make sense. Fans will eat up anything. We're also adding 1 into this to symbolize how all members want to reach the number 1 spot, which is their home sweet home. Ties into... I literally forgot the name of the song. Take my Blink card away. Then we have Darwin. Just like Kepler have a random name of a man as their group, I feel like Darwin could work too. The 19th century naturalist considered the father of evolution, which brings us back full circle with Big Bang and 21 and Blackpink. Now, I'm sure if we did choose Darwin, a lot of people would come and point out how he's problematic. I would have to look into that. I don't remember. But if it did ever come up, do you know what we're going to do as a company? Actually nothing. Let's move on to their strategy, their debut strategy. Originally I had my own thing written of what I would do as their debut strategy, though now I'm starting to see what it actually is. So it seems YG said that, you know, they're not going to debut 7 members, which is making everyone think that there's going to be a change in the lineup. Listen here. I feel like the CEO or former CEOs of the higher ups at companies are constantly bullying these idols, are constantly threatening these idols. Come on. This is what bothers me about K-pop stans. They'll be like, you are a bully. You are mean, Angelina. And I would have just said like, oh, this group lip syncs, or I don't like this song. And they're like, you're scum of the earth, terrible. And if these idols have mental health problems, I will personally blame you. And I'm just like, whoa, that's a little dramatic considering these higher ups at the companies literally make these idols cry all the time. Like, are you kidding me? We literally let companies get away with the worst shit ever. And then as soon as someone says they don't like a song or a group is lip syncing, it's like, no, actually, it's you, babe. You're the problem. That's my theory. I think YG was just threatening them. I think that's just something that they do. They threaten these girls with their dreams right in front of them. Like, you're not going to debut. You don't have what it takes. You're going to get kicked out of the group. Your dreams are in my hands and I have all the power and I could do with it what I want. I feel like it was just a threat, and that in the next episode or whatever, the final evaluation, we're going to say he'll be like, JK, never mind. Do you know what I mean? It's a power play, in my opinion. I don't think they're actually going to take any members out of the group. If anything, now I'm curious that they're probably going to add 1 or 2 extra members because they're already 7. If we have an 8-member group, it doesn't really work well with choreography. So then we have a 9-member girl group, and then the company can fulfill their Girls' Generation dream. Because I feel like Blackpink was supposed to be a YG Girls' Generation before he decided he wanted a prettier version of 21. So that's my prediction. I don't think they're going to take anybody out of Baby Monster. I think YG was just threatening them as they do. Can you imagine how mean companies actually are to their idols? And then you want to attack. Moving on. So other than that, I feel like that is their gimmick, you know? I wanted to give them a gimmick. I feel like that's going to be their gimmick. The other gimmick that I would have given them had I not heard of this was, I don't know if it's that good, but you know, aespa has their AI shit and Mix have their Mix Pop thing, and they also did a blind package. My gimmick would have been to not have a debut date. The debut date would be a rumor started by somebody spread by word of mouth, and then everybody would be at the edge of their seat waiting for a specific day that was never confirmed by the company, but everyone's there just in case, right? Because they heard a rumor and it was a very strong rumor, and we would have like other idols from the company kind of alluding to this rumor as well, like posting cryptic posts about specific dates. We would force everybody to post about it too, but cryptically, right? So then let's say it's like March 20th, right? Everybody's at the edge of their seats at midnight on March 20th, waiting so patiently, and then it just drops. That would have been my little gimmick thing. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that it started as a rumor. There's no company confirmation of it, but we still get everyone super hyped up by having idols participate in these cryptic messages. Because you know how fans are, they love looking into things. So I thought that would have been cool, but if they want to do like sharing the members' final evaluation and changing the lineup, I guess that's kind of interesting too. But I think taking members out of the group at this point, it's just not going to give the best press for YG. And I think it's a little too intense for K-pop as a whole. You have children who have their hearts set on these sets of members. You know how heartbroken they're going to be? They're not going to be able to recover from this. They do not have the emotional maturity to do this. So yeah, that is basically all of my ideas, my predictions, what I would do for Baby Monster. And I also asked you guys in my community tab what you would do. So let's check it out. So what do you hope to see from Baby Monster's debut? Any wants or predictions? I'm hoping to see something new from YG Group. Still not sure what it is yet, but YG has a tendency to have the same feeling and vibes in most of their songs. So I'm hoping for something outside of that box. I'm also hoping they actually get comebacks unlike Blackpink and Treasure. At least Treasure has a lot of content out in the meantime. Edit. Yeah, I know I shouldn't get my hopes up. Don't worry, they're not. It's YG. They live and breathe crush concepts. Interesting. I feel like if anything, it'll be like girl crush adjacent. So teen crush. What I hope to see from the girls as a group is to see a lot of content as well as lots of music being put out. I also just hope that we kind of see a mixture of the girls trying out different genres that can be formulated into one that has a very cohesive tune and melody, but that goes along with the girls' vocals and as well as their image. Not only that, but I also just hope that the girls are able to express or convey a message through their music as the journey progresses for them. It seems as though some of the girls are very into composing and writing songs of their own. Therefore, I would hope that in the future, as time goes on, we are able to experience what type of lyricists and composers they could potentially be. From what it seems, the girls seem to have a really nice bond with each other, and they seem to deeply care about each other, but also deeply care about the profession that they have put themselves in. I hope that YG brings out the individuality of each member, like with his past girl groups. I hope to see a balance between vocals, rap, and dance. Lastly, I hope he lets these girls grow in a healthy environment. P.S. I'm up for anything when it comes to their music style, as long as it fits the members. Okay. I want them to focus more on vocals since most of YG's group are rap focused. I think they'll go for a girl crush concept. I'm not entirely sure. As far as I've seen, most the K-pop fans like the girl crush concept, but I want them to try something different. Of course, hoping to see more comebacks and music show promotions from them. I do really think that, you know, from the beginning, it was always like this. Even 21's debut year, they had like 2 members solo and a subunit, and they had so many songs. And Blackpink as well, they had quite a lot of songs, I feel like they always start off with a lot of content before it tapers off, because you get more famous and you can do more brand deals. Like, brand deals pay so much when you have so many followers. So maybe that's not good for Baby Monster. Because back then, like, they had to release so much content, right? There weren't as many brand deal opportunities. And I feel like now, as soon as you debut from a big company, it's like, here are all the brand deals you could ever ask for. So maybe that will impact the amount of content that we get. Based on the intro song they use for their videos and words by the CEO bringing the YG genres, I feel like they're going to bring back old hip hop, not exactly second gen vibes, but first gen actually. I don't feel like they're going for it in raw style. They're going to mix it with newer sounds, but you will definitely see the influence even in their styling and dancing. Oh my god, a lot of people are just saying I really just want them to have comebacks. My prediction for Baby Monster's debut is at the MV there will be a car. Of course. If there's not a car, we need to check up on the staff. Also, I hope they are consistent with releases, as the fourth gen rivals are very strong competitors. Something where we don't have to wait an eternity for each comeback. Fair enough. Regular comebacks. YG has ruined everybody. Literally ruined everybody. And I don't know why we stand for it. So that is basically it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. You can also join my channel members by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm going to get going. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.